The West Bank wall is large, long and imposing. Ostensibly built to protect Israel from Palestinian terror attacks 20 years ago, it has become a symbol of Israel's determination to separate Palestinians from Israelis. But Palestinians living in the West Bank aren't living in freedom from Israel. The West Bank is occupied by Israel's military and increasingly by its civilian population, settlers, hundreds of thousands of them. I'd read about Mohammed Robin, a Palestinian man who had had his land taken off him by settlers while he was at work. He's taking us to the only place, he says, we can still see his land from without getting into trouble. It's off the main road, on gravel and dirt tracks leading to a windy hilltop. We look down at his small holding, taken from him in a single day.
That's his land.
Yeah.
What is the cars?
How long have you been here?
قديش لك أنت؟
عايش هذه الأرض بالدار من سنة 52 سيدي بناها وبقت يعني فيش فيها زيتون يعني فيها كده حوالي 500 عرق زيتون.
This land built by his grandfather from 52 and they have olive trees on it.
وأبويا زي ما تقول ضل عم يعني أستاذ هو بكى بس يشيد عم في المصاري إننا نعمر.
His father was a teacher and supporting with money so we can invest on it.
Yeah. There's movement down below and we realise we've been spotted. How are you? Do you speak English?
ما جاء على البيت.
Sky News television rated.
جاء على البيت عندي على الأرض شو المشكلة يعني؟ إيش؟ ترى ما في مشكلة.
We've just come up here because Mohammed's saying that you're onto his land and he's wondering if he's going to get it back. Well, we've introduced ourselves, but I think they're trying to go back down, probably because we're here. They're not making much action, but of course these settlers are armed. Not quite sure if they're heading back or what they're going to do now. Haven't seemed to want to talk very much. It's all quite peculiar. They barely speak, they just check out our cars. We don't know if they're soldiers or settlers or both. They don't identify themselves at all. One returns to the small holding, the other waits, and we decide to leave. Settler expansion in the West Bank, which will be a major impediment to the creation of a Palestinian state, is virtually continuous. It often starts with a land grab and a flag. Then the building of temporary accommodation, they're called outposts. Later, they develop into whole towns, heavily guarded and dominating the landscape.
Have a clear ideological bent.
Daniel Winston is from Chicago. He's lived here for over 2 decades, and he's an unapologetic settler. He wanted to show me the valley where Joshua led the Israelites to the Promised Land according to scriptures. He, like all the settlers, believes the land is theirs and rejects any notion of a Palestinian state.
There was never a Palestinian state. Even if I were to say, okay, well, these poor people, they have to do something, they have to go somewhere, and I would say, well, not on my account, not on my watch, because not only is it not only is it inimical to my essential national interest of settling the entire land of Israel, it's also an intrinsic danger, a clear and present danger to our physical survival.
The West Bank remains at the very center of the conflict between Israel and Palestine because without it, a Palestinian state couldn't exist. While countries like the UK might recognize it as a state, it's difficult to see, as it stands, how that would change anything on the ground. Stuart Ramsay, Sky News, in the West Bank.